Hello students, this is Gokila from Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Here we are going to see about what is meant by a pointer. In this slide, I am going to explain the basics of pointers, how to declare a variable inside a pointer, initialization of a pointer and a null pointer. And also we are going to see about array of pointers, dynamic memory allocation. And in that we can see CLOC, MLOC, free, etc. So what is a pointer? Variables are allocated with different memory addresses that depends upon the operating system. The name of the variable with a reference to the memory address is called as a pointer. A pointer variable contains a representation of an address, that is the exact memory location of the address to another variable. This is called as a pointer variable. So in this diagram we can able to explain about what is a pointer, which contains three fields like name, value and the pointer. Now look at that. P is a pointer, that is the exact memory location of a particular variable V, where that holds a value called as 101. Whenever we go for a pointer, the ampersand represents the address of the pointer, whereas the star represents the value of the pointer. So how to declare a pointer? When we want to declare a pointer, the basic syntax for declaring a pointer is type star name. The examples are int star p, float star q, r star, character star r. These are the examples of pointers. So we can have the complex examples also. So you can show how to read a complex directions later on in the pointer. So the array of pointers is a 5 pointers to ints. Int star p is a variable that can pointer to a int variable. Int star q is a float pointer, whereas star r is a character pointer. The address of the operator in the pointer. The address of operators can be used in front of any variables in the pointers. The result of the operations is the location in the memory file of the variable. The syntax of that is a variable reference. The examples are int v, int star p, int a of 5. Whereas the ampersand v is the memory location of the integer variable, whereas the ampersand a of t is the memory location of the array variable, whereas the ampersand p is the memory location of the particular pointer variable in the pointer. So when we initialize a pointer, we can also use a null pointer. Null pointer is a constant to a non-existing address, and it is used to indicate a pointer that points to something. Can initialize and also assign pointers variables to use or null values that address the optimal to get address of a variable. Variable in the address operator must be right of the pointer only at the integer variable. We have int v, int star p and ampersand v, int a of 5, p equal to ampersand a of 2. Indirection operator. A pointer variable contains a memory address. To refer the contents of the variable that the pointer points to, we use an indirection operator. The indirection operator is a pointer variable, that is a star. Int v equal to 101, where int p equal to ampersand v. That would indicates the constants of the variable v along with the integer 101. We have printf print d, where prints to a particular value in a pointer. So some of the examples of pointers is given. Now look at the example very carefully. We have int a equal to 3, int b, int star p. That is the value of p which is having an ampersand of a. That is the address of a is stored in the value of p, and the address of and the p is assigned to the value of q, and the address of b is stored to the value of r. Now we are entering the value. First we are getting the value of r, and next we are printing the value of a and b. Apart from that, we are going to print the value of p, q and r, which indicates the address of a, b and the value of a and b. We have another thing that q, the value of q is nothing but the address of b, and if p equal to q, that is the address of a and address of b are equal, then we have to return the value as 1. If it is not equal, if q is equal to r, we have to return the value as 2. This is of same address type. When we go compare the values in the pointers, we can compare in such that if the value of p is equal to value of q, then it will return the value as 3. If it is equal to q and r, we return the value as 4. So P and Q is compared, Q and R is compared. Now P and R is compared. If it is equal, it returns the value as 5. So to make the changes in the variable that exist after the function, we can also use a pointer to a variable as the reference parameters. Then we use an induction operator functions to change the value of the parameter inside a particular pointer. That is C variable equal to C where plus 10 plus 0. So this is an example of a pointer function that indicates how the pointer is being used. So here also when we use star, it returns the value, and when we use ampersand, it returns the address of the particular pointers. So this is all about pointers. Thank you all for listening what is meant by a pointer.